This is my inaugural video. I am the Revelist. I don't believe my face is as covered as I anticipated, but as this goes on, I will very likely reveal it a little better as I go. The world is absolutely, completely insane. Truth be told, I don't know if it's ever going to get back to any semblance of what it used to be. But I don't know if I want it to. I don't know if anybody would really want it to. The point of my movement, the Revelist movement, is to finally provide the context to a lot of things that a lot of people do not seem to have ever been told well enough to grasp in a way that gives them the understanding that they deserve. In this humble man's opinion, the world is screwed up because very high, very powerful, very wealthy individuals run everything that we do. Yes, I will completely admit in my inaugural video that I am a conspiracy theorist, and I'm damn proud of it. For the longest time, and I mean for as long as I can remember, it was my sole duty to understand what the paradigm of this world was. And I finally see it. Little bits and pieces are still coming along, but generally speaking, almost everything that we have ever been taught has been a complete and utter fabrication, or at best, a half-truth. The point of the name of my movement is to reveal. It is the opposite of occultism, relativism, but I want it to be understood that I do not like this term, relativism. To be a revelism, to be a revelist is to not have anything to do with it becoming a religion. I do not want it to be a religion. To be a revelist is to take that which has been hidden and to reveal it. There are plenty of other individuals doing this, and this is my contribution. The Revelist movement does contain very specific tenets which are the core roots of my philosophy, providing very, not watered down, but, like coal into diamond pressurized attempts at coming to what it is that people, in my opinion, need to understand. Those will be in a separate video. But as I said, I do not want the Revelist movement to become a religion. I want everyone to come with what they have, with who they are, with however they think, and to provide what they are willing to. But in order to really be one, you have to come to terms with what the world is and what the paradigm of the world currently stands at. If you can't, it's not really for you. The point of this is to fight. It is to fight the corruption of this world. Would I call myself right-wing? Sure. Alt-right? No. Fringe? Hell no. The fringe elements of this world are what are destroying it. But on the ground level, the fringe elements of any civilization are the facets that tend to doom it, in my opinion. There's just so much wrong. There's so much wrong because we have forgotten what a lot of things mean and why we are even here. Part of the reason why I wanted to oppose occultism is, as I am a pagan, raised Christian, I see in the pagan movements this sort of relativism that doesn't make any sense to me. These individuals who are for peace and are for light and love, understandably so, seem to, and I'll be perfectly honest, have their heads so far up their asses that you could basically tell them almost anything, and as long as they keep to themselves on their little communes, or just basically in their own form of social disillusionment, of raising their vibrations, collecting their crystals, and as I like to say, playing with fairy farts, they just don't give a shit about what's going on except with themselves. It's to the point where these people who supposedly embody some of the oldest faiths in the world are, I don't know. But I am not for the faith that I personally do embody to be misunderstood any longer. Like I said, I was raised Christian and am now pagan. I found my own path, irrespective of how I was raised, irrespective of the judgment which came from it. But I forged my own path. I deviated to my own Elysium. That was going to be one of my original channel names, but didn't want to be found out too quickly. Anyway, in the coming videos I will outline my philosophy and what means the most to me. I would like this to go as big as it can, because I do feel that my capacity to contextualize is worth adding to the growing sphere of the revelation of how the world works and what the paradigm truly is. And who runs the planet, and why they have decided to basically take us and run us into the ground. Over time, I will explain as much as I've come to know. And I hope many people see it and they're willing to come on this journey with me to finding the truth, but more specifically to fighting the good fight. which is what I believe we are doing here. We are here to rescue this planet and the inhabitants on it. We are here to take our doctrines, our teachings, our magics, and to utilize them properly, to utilize them to the fullness and to whatever extent need be in order to facilitate the end goal, which is having come here to usher us into a new age, a true age, an age not fostered and fomented by those who tell us what to do and how to do it. This is not against authority, this is against authoritarianism. Authority is fine, authoritarianism is not. The sky behind me is our birthright, and we deserve to become and embody what it is that we are on this planet to be and to become. Much like the ember of the cigar I'm smoking, I insist on being an ember to set a wider fire. And that is what I hope that this will do. And if you feel the same on this flower moon as I do from this day forward, then please come with me and let's show the world. Let's properly unite the world, because it can happen. Not everybody will. Not everyone will come. People are so or too lost in their own frameworks, the scaffolding of their beliefs, so they're not going to come. But you show enough people, and we were so close. We were so freaking close. There was a revolution beginning. But COVID happened. COVID is one of the biggest loads of crap. A real virus, but it is being used to completely offset the victory we were so very close to having. But more on that in another video. Anyway, my name is the Revelist, and this is the beginning of my movement. And I hope that this does exactly what I feel it will, and what it can do. And from this moment on, and as always, deviate to your own Elysium. Good night.